Japan, a country renowned for its rich history, cultural depth, and technological innovation. But behind the bright lights and ancient temples, there's a quieter story, one that begins not in the bustling streets of Tokyo, but back in the 19th century. This is the story of the Meiji Restoration, a time when Japan's transformation from a feudal society to a modern state laid the groundwork for the intense social pressures we see today, including those that contribute to the Hikikomori phenomenon. To understand the roots of Hikikomori, we need to travel back to 1868, to a pivotal moment in Japanese history, the Meiji Restoration. Japan had been isolated from the world for over 200 years under the Tokugawa shogunate, a period known as the Edo era. Society was structured, predictable, and deeply rooted in a feudal system where samurai, farmers, artisans, and merchants each had a defined role. But with the arrival of Western powers and their advanced technology, it became clear that Japan could no longer remain secluded. The Meiji Restoration was born out of necessity, a decision by Japan's leaders to rapidly modernize in order to avoid colonization. But this was more than just a political shift, it was a societal earthquake. In just a few decades, Japan transformed from a nation of wooden castles and samurai swords to one of railways, factories, and modern cities. The emperor, once a symbolic figure, was now the center of power, and the old feudal system was dismantled. For the first time, the Japanese people were told to catch up with the West, a phrase that echoed through every aspect of life. The government introduced compulsory education, drafted the first constitution, and fostered an industrial revolution. For many, this was a time of great opportunity. But with opportunity came pressure. The Japanese were now part of a global race, and the expectations were high: excel in school, contribute to the economy, and above all, be part of Japan's march towards greatness. As Japan modernized, the old communal ways of life began to erode. Individualism was still not encouraged. Instead, there was a new kind of collective pressure, one rooted in nationalism, industrial productivity, and academic achievement. The message was clear: to be Japanese was to strive for perfection. Urbanization meant people lived closer together, and societal norms became even more pronounced. The pressure to succeed academically and professionally grew intense, especially as Japan entered the 20th century. Failing to meet these expectations wasn't just a personal shortcoming, it was seen as letting down your family, your community, and your nation. Fast forward to today, and we see the echoes of the Meiji era's rapid modernization in the social phenomena of modern Japan. Hikikomori, those who withdraw from society, sometimes for years, is not an ancient problem but a modern one, deeply connected to the pressures birthed during the Meiji Restoration. The same drive that pushed Japan to modernize has also created an environment where the weight of expectations can be overwhelming. While not every Hikikomori case is directly linked to the Meiji era, the seeds of this phenomenon were undoubtedly planted during that time. The pressure to perform, to succeed, and to conform to societal expectations has deep roots. And as Japan continues to evolve, these pressures have only intensified, making it crucial to understand their historical context. The Meiji Restoration was a time of great change, one that set Japan on a path to becoming the global power it is today. But with this transformation came new societal challenges, challenges that continue to affect the Japanese people. By understanding the past, we can better comprehend the present and perhaps find ways to address the pressures that lead to phenomena like Hikikomori. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces that shape our world.